I'm so happy it's over, and I've heard a lot of you people say the same thing. Has it done anything to us for the next 4, 5, 6 years? Stand by. I'll talk about that in a minute.
My grandfather came across the plains from Missouri in the 1860s and ran a hotel and stage stop here with livery stable, and it's been in the family ever since. We run probably about 100 cows here and 250 over at the other ranch. I'm sure there are other banks we could have dealt with, but they've been so friendly and know what the ups and downs are in the business. American Ag Credit is like a family for us for financial help.
Well, there isn't any doubt about it. You know by now the Republicans have swept key Senate races and taking over the Senate as far as majority is concerned. I don't know if that's going to do much for agriculture or not. It should, but I say I don't know if it will. Example, Republicans picked up seats in Arkansas, Colorado, Iowa, Montana, North Carolina, South Dakota, and West Virginia, just to name a few. And a lot of those are good agricultural states. In fact, I can't believe that we've got in Iowa, you talk about a great agricultural state headed by Senator Tom Harkin for 100 years, who, by the way, I thought a lot of. In fact, I thought he made more sense than most agricultural people, even some from our part of the country. In any event, he's retiring. And Joni Ernst, she's a gal that raises hogs, if you remember. And she told everybody she did raise hogs. And I'm glad she did. And she did some things to them that I'm not going to talk about. But anyway, she's going to stop some of that stuff in Washington that's going on, she says. Needless to say, not one person can even begin to do that. But we need somebody there to talk against some of that pork barrels junk that they pass there, and she's going to be one of those. In any event, back home in Kansas, we have our Senator Pat Roberts heading back to be senator again. He's had a little sweat, though, between the votes. In the meantime, something good that could really happen here, looks like it's going to happen. He can and will be probably the Senate Ag Committee chairman. That's a big deal for the state of Kansas. I got to tell you, it could be a major thing if he has his head on right, which in my opinion he did not on the last farm bill. And I won't go into details there. Also, did Kansas voters sent Huelscab back, even though it was an unbelievable shock to everybody in his big district, which are primarily agricultural people, that he got tossed off the House Ag Committee. They don't want him there. Everybody, including me, thought he had 2 chances to win another election, slim and none. Did not have a very formidable candidate, be honest about it. But when it comes to election time, friends, money makes a difference. And this is a good example. His opponent, the Democrat, spent $139,000 or thereabout. Huelskamp, $797,000. Makes a lot of difference how much money you got. Same thing goes with GMO. We had some food labeling measures in Colorado and Oregon. Big deals, friends. I got to tell you, farmers across the country were very nervous about this, but not near as much as other agricultural groups and food groups. Example, in Colorado, $11 million campaign to defeat Proposition 105. $11 million. The real big money came from Monsanto. $4.7 million or thereabouts. Also, we have restaurants, PepsiCo, restaurants of all kinds, spending big bucks, $2 million or more. And so Colorado voters rejected the mandatory GMO labels. Oregon did too, although it was a lot closer. Colorado whipped it pretty badly. But in Oregon, they couldn't hardly tell until the next day whether it was no or yes, and it turned out to be no for GMO in Oregon as well. So that means no labeling of GMO products in this country. I think that's probably good. At this particular point in time, until they tell me GMO products make a difference to your health or to your taste or anything else, why should it be labeled? It's like our food group said, and our farmers say, when you put that label on, it's almost like a warning to our people that something's wrong. Well, nobody's ever confirmed that anything's wrong, so why should you label it? Different situation, though, for me, when it comes to Cool. That's another labeling program that a bunch of people are against, but a bunch in agriculture are for it, too. And you're listening to one that is. I like the idea when our Customers go to the grocery store. They pick up a piece of meat that says it was born, it was raised, it was slaughtered and processed in the United States. I think that has a lot better ability to sell at a higher price than if it says Mexico, Canada, or some other country. See you on the next Steckline Report.